and not to mention Breonna Taylor. I mean, like, even with that whole shit, they were at the wrong apartment complex, wrong apartment, wrong motherfucking person. Mm-hmm. Like, and they're still free. Like, I mean, right is right. You see what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right. See, that's where the law comes in, and the law for cops is especially bent towards it. Like, you can't sue a cop, right?
You can't sue a cop.
It's called qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity.
I love it. I love teaching stuff. Because I'm learning about this shit too. This is all stuff I'm learning as of recently.
Qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity basically means that anything you do in your line of work, even if it hurts somebody, and I'm breaking this down to complete layman's terms. Mm-hmm. I know somebody's going to say I'm wrong out there, that it's this, and that. If you can explain it better, please do. Because I am not a lawyer. I have not passed the bar.
Hey, but you putting us on game. Listen.
Yeah, but qualified immunity basically is like, if they do it basically for their job, then you really can't fuck with them. That's why you see people sue police departments. And they sue them in civil court. You always notice that. It's never criminal court. It's always in civil court. Because that's literally the only way to hit them is in their pockets. Legally, you can't really sue them for criminal shit. I
don't like that.
Because think about it. You're trying to sue the people that enforce the law for criminal shit. And it ain't just one or two of them. It's the whole goddamn precinct. Which means that everybody from the chief, the captain, everybody is now on the block. So instead of, they've made it basically so that it's ridiculously hard, damn near impossible to sue a police precinct or a police officer in criminal court. So you have to sue them in civil court.
That's why you have to go to civil court.
You have to go to civil court. That's the only way. And the only thing you're going to get is a settlement, maybe. And this is where shit fucks up. And this is why I will say this to I'll scream it as loud as I can. If you out there and you have charges and you have the ability to get them expunged, get them expunged.
Yes.
Because they will use your past criminality. They will use all that shit against you. They will
but won't they still try to use it if you get it expunged?
I mean, if you die, yeah. But, I mean, I'm talking about if you're in court, they can't legally.
They can't bring none of it up.
If they bring it up in court and try to use it as evidence, you can throw the whole fucking case out.
Boom.
It's done because that was expunged. That's not some shit you're not allowed to use.
Because that's y'all saying that y'all going to take this money that I've pretty much paid and say, okay, we forget about this.
It's not so much of a forgetting. It's so much of it can't be used against you in court and you're not a felon, depending on what your case is. But I know with my shit, it was just a matter of I had to pay some court costs and my shit's expunged. So it's not, the expungement is on my record, but it can't be used in court. So let's say I get arrested for the same shit I did before. They can't use my prior conviction against me because I wasn't actually convicted. My charges were dismissed. And so since my charges were dismissed and my shit's expunged,
they can't do shit.
I'm not a felon. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
That's what I like to hear.
So yeah, if you out there and you got charges and
I
you
got mine
have the ability to
expunged.
get your shit expunged, get your shit expunged.
I paid that.
Yeah, just go ahead and do it. Just if you still got some of that Trump money, do it.
What you say? Not the Trump money, man. Don't say that.
I'm calling Trump.
Don't call that shit no Trump money, man.
I motherfuckers, they do what they do. The motherfucker got me paid.
Man, look, he even put his signature on the check, man. I got a check. I was like, man, why y'all send me a damn check? Now I gotta see the main name on my check.
I don't know. My shit dropped in my account.
That's what I wish it would have just came on in the account, man.
My shit, I have a direct deposit with that shit, so my shit came. I was like, ooh-wee. Thank you, unemployment.
Man, that shit said Donald Trump.
I said it. Thank you, unemployment. Y'all wasn't gonna get me sick out this motherfucker. So I'm essential, but I'm not gonna. Let me slow it down though. Let me slow myself down real quick.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the motherfuckers that did work through that shit.
Yeah, some folks who did this shit.
All the grocery store folks, all the USPS folks, the folks that don't never get no hype, because our nurses get their hype, and good for them. Hype up to the nurses too. But I gotta give my hype to the people that really make this country go round. The truck drivers.
Yeah.
The motherfucking warehouse workers.
Shout out, man.
You know what I'm saying? The grocery folks, motherfucking truck, everybody like that.
Cause the grocery
Y'all the ones that, Y'all the ones.
Yeah.
Y'all the ones.
Shout out to y'all, man. Salute, because y'all kept us going. I'm telling you.
On another, back to what we were talking about with those little anarcho-socialist motherfuckers.
Boom.
When you shut down a government, you shut down grocery stores. You shut down things of that nature. Because now, what you got? Everybody's fending for themselves, right? Not everybody lives in a part of the United States that got a whole bunch of grass, a whole bunch of animals, a whole bunch of shit where you can fend for yourself. Some people live in the desert. Some people live in, where it gets real cold in the winter, real hot in the summer. You trying to take people back to damn near before motherfucking white folks got here. It's not going to happen. Stop bullshitting. Because most of y'all is going to be the first motherfuckers to die. It's shit like that go down. And I used to not think this way. I used to be on some crazy shit. And my military homeboy put it to me like this. Shout out to my homeboy Joel. He put it to me like this. He goes, are you ready to kill somebody else so that your family can live? Or that you can live? He's like, until you can answer that question quickly with a yes, you are not ready for none of that bullshit they be talking about. In the story. If you're not willing to kill men, women, children, whoever it is, to maintain your life and to maintain what you got, then you are not ready for none of this bullshit you're talking about. And you need to learn how government works so that you can learn how to fuck government. Because they know how we work, and that's how they fuck us. It's real easy to fuck somebody that's real easy to read. You see a girl from across the room.
That's true.
And you can read her just across. Oh, okay, she like guys that like this. Now, mind you, nobody can actually do this shit, but there are men that think they can.
They try.
I'll be laughing my ass off. But, it's you can't tell that shit. You can't, but the ones where you can, and the average consumer is an idiot, so it's real easy to sell you some fear. Fear is real easy to sell. So, you gonna die.
Because with COVID, we're pretty much prisoners in our own home if you want to,
Bullshit. We all go out. We're right here. We're prisoners in our own home. I'm in Power 99 the mix. But I'm a prisoner in my own, and I'm going to go from here to a band practice. Look. I'm a prisoner in my house.
I'm telling you.
I'm at the crib because I quit my job because I didn't want to get sick.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I did this shit for me. When I did it, and what people don't realize is if you were a prisoner in your own home, you would not be able to leave. They do that in China. They do that in Korea.
And they did that in some places. They did that shit
in some places where if you left out the house, it was going to be an issue.
But you saw they tried to do some of that in some of the United States. Like they had for real tanks, right? You see the lady, they shot at her while she was on her porch. They were like, get in your house.
I didn't see that.
Man, it's videos. They got them, because I'm a TikTok fanatic. And they show all of that.
I don't trust everything I see on TikTok.
Now, well, you probably should. You probably should.
Because there's a lot of shit on there.
But I'm telling you, it was the rubber bullets. They shot at the lady. She was on her porch. She was like, they shoot rubber bullets.
What city was it?
I want to say it was like in Utah. So it was somewhere crazy. It wasn't Utah. It was somewhere where they had already had some type of disgruntled something happen, and don't worry.
So something had already popped up.
Something had already popped. That's why they were there.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Anyway,
it wasn't like
popped up and
it wasn't COVID. It wasn't COVID. Like get your ass to the house.
Context, people. Context.
I'm sorry, it wasn't because of COVID. Somebody, a cop had, I don't know if it may have been what George Floyd was.
Her ass back in the house.
Yeah, we had curfews,
Right.
And
that was on some rioting shit. And that's the same shit that happened when King died, same shit happened when X died, same shit happened when Rodney King died. Or not died, he didn't die, he's still alive, I believe. But the same thing happened when his stuff happened.
Yeah.
That's a matter of, okay, we gonna get all the motherfuckers that really are law abiding back in the crib, because people, you got people that are protesters that are still law abiding citizens that understand, like, okay, I'm not finna push these folks too far.
Right.
And then you got folks that will push them too far, that don't mind getting arrested, that will get arrested for civil disobedience. Nothing wrong with that. But most of the motherfuckers that's finna be out there like that, wilding, that's what they aim for. That's what that's what the curfew is supposed to do. It's supposed to separate the good from the bad, which we all know it does not.
It does not.
But because when people mad, they're gonna stay out there. Ain't no 10 o'clock, don't stop nobody. Especially because when you're at a protest, you ain't really watching your watch like that. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Yeah.
But no, that's the idea that we've been stuck prisoners in our own home. Yeah, if you made it that way, I know I did.
And some people, I mean, I know some
made
people.
it that way. I was at the crib for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of people was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to see what it look like when y'all go out, and then we're going to see.
And even then, I was sitting there like, if y'all could just stay in the house for like one more goddamn month, this shit might actually get to where we can. Because, as a musician, and I have to say this from a musician always.
Yeah.
This is really fucking musicians off right now because musicians ain't able to go make their money, which is playing music live in bars and in places and doing shows and doing concerts and motherfucking tours and shit like that. You can't tour right now.
Yes,
we're banned from Europe. America is banned from Europe and the Caribbean. Motherfuckers can't even go to Europe and get their money. Can't go nowhere.
Damn.
Mind you, we might not be anymore. I know this was it was about 2 months through COVID-19 where they started banning us. I don't know if it still upholds or not, but I believe it still does.
Damn.
But yeah, and so like even those of us that are blessed to be able to go over to Europe and actually do a show that's gonna make some money can't even go over there, can't even do it. So what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And so with people saying fuck it, I'm still gonna go out and I'm still gonna go to bar, you are fucking off an entire industry of people that literally do the shit for you. Like, thanks. And other artists that are, constantly, I'm going to do big shows and they're not really caring too much about the social distancing and this and that, these little underground shows they're doing it tight in little people's houses.
I've seen it, but they said Neil's did something and, they had, Jared had pretty much called the folks on Neil's and then we saw a video of Jared pretty much running from somebody looked like they trying to get at him for snitching on Neil's, So
I mean, look,
I think they just risked it for the biscuit. You see what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of people are doing right now. A lot of people are risking it for the biscuit. I mean, a lot of people did that off the top and stayed at their jobs.
Yeah.
Like I know I'd say 98% of the job or the people at the job I was at before COVID-19 probably stayed there. Like, cause they gave us like a month off when it first started popping off. And they paid us and everything. Super dope. Shout out to MRP, Memphis Southern Record Pressing. Always great people. But in that second month, it was a choice. You know what I'm saying? It was either stick around or bounce. And you're allowed to come back, if your job is still available when you want to after all this stuff, but you can either go get unemployment or you can stick around. It's like,
at least they gave you the choice.
Oh yeah, they gave you the choice. It definitely wasn't no kind of like wild and shit. It was just like, all right, check this out. You ain't comfortable, so here's your choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not comfortable, and I still gotta fucking run a business. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna shit on those folks publicly. It is what it is. They're cool folks.
You right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm gonna play some music, man. You got Rico in this thing, man. Look.
Oh shit, it's 9 already.
Look, already. That's how we do. We just talking in this thing. That's what we gonna do when Rico in the building.
I gotta bounce,
you
man.
better believe. Nah. Let me see what these folks talking about.